Hey, it's Jacob with Connor and Connor, and we're going to give you a basic rundown of the lighting board.
Throughout this video, we will be covering the following: the lighting operator's roles and responsibilities, how the lighting grid works, lighting basics, how to set submasters, and how to use LEDs. The lighting operator is responsible for lighting the set the way the director wants it, using sliders, the keypad, and dimmer wheel to control the lights above. You are also responsible to make sure that all the equipment is returned, switched off, and well maintained. The purpose of the lighting board is to provide a depth, set a mood, and emotion to the scene being created. All the lights in the studio hang from the grid above. They all get the power from another grid called the power grid. All the ports are labeled with numbers that correspond with the channels on the lighting board. For example, light number 23 connects to channel 23 on the lighting board. In order to turn on the lighting board, you must first hit the big power button, then turn on the monitors. While that's booting up, we'll go over and turn on our bright lines and set lights. Let's take a walk. Now coming back to the lighting board, you will really see how long it takes to turn on. Now we will start using the sliders. Each slider corresponds with the lights on the grid, so slider 1 will turn on light 1. Seems simple enough. Now the only thing is with sliders is that there aren't enough on the board, so you'll have to switch down to another layer so you gain access to more lights. So now the first slider would be light 41. Let's move on to the dimmer wheel. The dimmer wheel can be used to control multiple lights together, so you can just use the touch screen, select a few lights, and then use the wheel to bring the lights up or down. Let's move on to the keypad. Some important keys that should be learned should be the Add key, the Full key, and the Enter key. Now let's set a few lights. We will start with one at full, then so on. The Add key is used to control the limit of how much light you are applying. You can also use the plus key or the through key to set multiple lights at once, making it a lot easier. The green screen is lit up by the bright lines. The bright lines are heavy-duty lights that emit a very bright light. It is not recommended that you stare at them when they're on. Seeing how the bright lines are so powerful, they require warm-up time. It's not long, but you still need to switch them on the power box. Submasters are an easy way to group lights together. First thing you want to do would be set the lights for your scene. Then use the dial to switch down to submasters. Then you're going to move one of the sliders up, press the record button, then the button under the slider, and click enter. Then you can use that slider to control all the lights that you selected. LEDs are used to set a dynamic background. For example, a game show would have wacky, zany, strobe colors, while a news show would have solid colors like blue or green. First thing you will want to do will be turn on the LEDs located over on the power bar. Once completed, you will select channels 201 through 212 and click enter and the ML control button. Now you can change the color of the LEDs using the color wheel or the colors given below. Another thing you can do is to use the dimmer wheel to make cool effects. There are over 100 effects to choose from. In order to turn off the board completely, you must set all of your lights to 0, then press the blue power button. Click OK to shut down, and then turn off all the monitors. Switch off the LEDs and the lights on the power box. Then you're pretty much done.